Hi, James. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Let's start with introductions.
I am Rachel G.
I'm Jacob Kitchen.
I'm Tejas.
We're a team of 3. We're all kind of students specializing in computer science. And this summer, through Ventures, we've been kind of given the opportunity to really build out a game. With this game, we're looking to kind of shake up the current kind of casino industry gaming sector and really trying to introduce a more player-first approach.
The purpose of the game is to target, primarily millennials and Gen Z audience.
Personally, I have had 0 game development experience, and I think we're all in a similar boat with 0, very minimal experience. So far it's basically just been a lot of watching YouTube Unity tutorials and learning how to use Unity. And I think the biggest takeaway from this project is that game development is very, very difficult. I think we faced this in the first week when we were trying to get a player to move, and we thought it would take an hour and it took us about a week.
I think the biggest takeaway from this is really kind of the importance of really scoping a project as well. Kind of due to the additional complications of like not knowing anything about game design. A lot of our initial challenges is really trying to define the extent to which we're going to kind of be able to build out this game, really design an MVP.
A couple weeks ago, we were like 4 weeks in, and we realized, we might not be able to get like even 10% of what we envisioned at first. So we were about to scrap the whole project and start over, with a new idea, a simpler idea. But being able to sit down and go through and scope the whole project, remake our entire timeline, was probably one of the biggest challenges we faced.
Our wonderful product manager, Rachel, here has done just a great job and kind of really helping with the organizational logistics, despite being a crazy distance away over in New Zealand. But kind of beyond that, addressing, I guess, your first question, really, I think this entire opportunity and kind of the challenges that COVID-19 has really posed not just for us, but for kind of the entire, economy and just the future of the workplace. It's definitely been very interesting kind of integrating this work from home mentality and reality kind of into this project. So definitely adapting to kind of, just being, not necessarily being in an office and really having to use Zoom and other means of communication, FaceTime text, as Slack as kind of the only way you can really reach out to your team.
Every time something super small goes right in our game, we all have a 5-minute celebration, a dance party, everyone just goes hype for so long.
4 weeks ago, we were so close to giving up on this whole project because it was so difficult, and the unforeseen challenges that we kept facing just kept popping up. But last week, we finally got everything working. So a player does damage to a boss does damage to you, some sounds, the map, and everything. It's obviously still an MVP, but it's playable now at least, which has been amazing to see.
First off, and primarily, is going to be this MVP, a working game that we can really showcase to potential clients interested in kind of, potentially exploring this concept later down the road. And I guess kind of springboarding off that, really designing a viable business plan and white paper, really outlining the philosophy behind the entire game design that we can potentially take to market, potentially license, and, really long term, I guess, walking into a casino or wherever it may be and seeing our projects, our work on full display being used and enjoyed by different people.